Look at that nice catch right there. Hopkins. Wow. Yeah! Yeah! Nice pass, baby. Yeah, that was offsides.
Free plays.
Pass interference. Yeah! Yes! That was pass interference.
Can you believe it?
Touchdown, brah! Osweiler. Instead of Lesnar. He bit on it. Oh. Oh, he juked the shit out of Demps. Possession of the ball. He was already out of bounds. Oh, shit, that was an interception. Oh, that was good coverage. He just made a catch. You couldn't have covered him any better. No good. Yeah. Halftime. I'll take it. It was out of his range anyway. Oh, it was out. That's out. They're going to challenge it. That's. Yep. Got it. The chokers are back. And that's Premier. Fourth down. That's a tough decision there, man. What would you think? Go for it or kick the three?
I'll kick the three. Steve, I'll kick the three, bro. You know what? That might be the difference at the end.
Yeah, I'll probably take the three here. You gotta get your points.
Take the point, bro. It's too early in the fourth quarter. I'd have done that maybe halfway through the quarter. Get it on.
Yep, 14-10. Oh, shit.
He hit him in the back. He didn't hit him at the helmet. Well, they got to get him for taunting.
Right to the fucking defender, man. All right, 21-13 now. We kick the field goal. Now we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to go for the onside now. Oh, we got it!
I'll be doggone. There is a guy.
Yeah, we got it! Wow! We got a chance now. Yeah!
Out of there. Get out of there.
All right, we got one more chance. We got one more chance. First of all, give a crow to some video makers, J Daddy and Modog. They are owed a shout out. Also want to congratulate some of the trolls. There's one called Sticky something, and then there's another cat named the Big Dick San Diego Willie. Give him a shout out as well. Then you got Dylan Jr. And then you also got Rodney Younglink Jr., who is no longer TTC, but he makes Chargers videos, so gotta pay respect and homage to the guy. Phillip Rivers threw for relatively, I think, about 232 yards today. I think he was 22 for 30. And he also threw for 3 touchdowns. So Phillip Rivers, a quarterback that we obviously know is very underrated. It came through in the clutch, and he made the plays when he needed to play. Which Phillip Rivers do you got? And this is the Phillip Rivers you get. That's what it was for today's game, at least. So basically, the Chargers won the turnover battle. They only had 1 turnover, and we, on the other hand, had 4. 1 fumble and 3 interceptions. You know, a lot of people said, oh, Brock Osweiler threw 3 picks, but 2 of the picks were really, like, kind of suspect. One of them was made by a very, very good acrobatic catch by one of their corners that outbeat Hopkins on a route. He ran right in front of him and just caught it, tiptoed out of bounds, and that was the play when Osweiler was trying to force the ball down the sideline to get rid of it at the last second. You know, that was just a good catch. Then the last play of the game where he tried to throw a Hail Mary to the back of the end zone, and he threw it kind of early, and all the receivers really didn't have a chance to get back there. That was on Osweiler, but also, you know, that was also a last-second play. So anytime you throw a Hail Mary, you know, defense is going to have an opportunity to get a pick. The only interception that he threw that was really on Brock was the one in the 3rd quarter, was where he threw it to the guy in the secondary back there. I don't know who it was he threw it to, but, you know, I don't know where that ball was going to, but he obviously didn't get it to the right man. You guys did a good job of shutting down Fedorowicz. 1 catch today. Ryan Griffin, also our other tight end, 1 catch today. Really our player of the game for our team, it's probably our defense for keeping it in the game, and our field goal kicker, Novak, for kicking 2 field goals and putting the Texans in position to be down 1 score. Other than us having more field goals than the Chargers, we pretty much led in almost every negative category. It's in 3rd down percentage. I think our first 3 drives ended in like a punt, an INT, and another punt. We couldn't get anything going. I mean, this was a good defensive game on both sides of the ball. I think all of us can pretty much admit that it was a good defensive game on both sides of the ball. Now I'm turning on beach nuts, so I'm heading home now. Is there anything else I have to say about the game other than turnovers? 4 turnovers, 3 on Brock Osweiler. I mean, pretty much Brock knows. See, Brock, the thing about Brock Osweiler, man, is you know what you're getting when you get with this guy. Either he's going to throw for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns and win you the game, or he's going to throw for between 150 and 250 yards, no touchdowns, and possibly an interception, or possibly 2, or in this case 3. Seems like the more yards he throws for, the more chances of him throwing turnovers. Crazy as it sounds. Brock Osweiler could throw for 99 yards, but he'll throw 2 touchdowns with no picks. Sounds like to me I'd rather take the 100 yards. So anyways, Lamar Miller was, he had a couple breakout runs this game, but really nothing just too spectacular. I really felt like Hunt had better carries than he did, except for that 1 fumble he did when he fumbled the ball, and would have put us down on the 20, and we could have, shoulda, woulda, could have scored on that drive, because we had a lot of momentum on that drive. And that fumble really did hurt us right there. Really, really did hurt us, because that took possible 3 to 7 points off the board. You just got to give credit to San Diego's defense and the Houston Texans defense for keeping this game such a low-scoring game. I think we could both admit that it was a sloppy game on both sides of the ball. Thinking we both admit that? I mean, other than Phillip Rivers still throwing for 3 touchdowns, I mean, he didn't throw for 2 of those touchdowns till the 4th quarter, so relatively, till the 4th quarter. So relatively speaking, it was pretty much a close game the entire game. I mean, the only time they really pulled away by 2 scores was to go up 21-10. We kicked the field goal, brought it down to 21-13. We even went for an onside kick and recovered it. I was actually shocked. We had like 12 seconds left with the ball on the San Diego 41. I really felt like we could have went to the sideline before we took those Hail Marys, but San Diego really did good in defending the sidelines. They weren't going to let the Texans advance the ball. They wanted the Texans to throw the ball in the end zone. So that's what they were playing. They were playing like prevent, basically like prevent sideline, like a nickel prevent, basically. So anyways, to kind of make a long story much longer, I got to give credit where credit's due. San Diego played this game very well, and they played with intentions of winning. And they know at 4-6, they're more deadlier when they're 4-6, because you know their season is going to go 8-8. So you know they're going to muster up some wins, like I talked about in my hate week video. They're going to muster up some wins to get to that point, and here it goes, win number 5, right? So you know they got about 2 or 3 more wins in them. And that's the type of team San Diego is. Like, they always have a slow start and a great finish. And Phillip Rivers is an underrated quarterback. In fact, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I think he's a top 10 quarterback easily. I just think the team he plays for is just, you know, are unable to help him finish games, if that kind of makes sense. San Diego's defense did play well again. I got to give their defense credit, where credit is due. We only had 1 touchdown today, and that was it. So, and I think the Chargers had 3. So, you know, whoever puts more points up wins games, and that's just the way it is. I really felt like DeAndre Hopkins made some really good catches in this game. If it really wasn't for DeAndre Hopkins, we probably wouldn't have had the points that we did, because he helped move the chains and advance the ball. Fedorowicz and Ryan Griffin were nowhere to be found. One thing I got to give Brock Osweiler credit for is he did try today. He really did try, and I don't think a lot of people are giving him credit for that. Yes, we already know what type of quarterback. He's a below-average quarterback, blah, 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 blah. But the fact of the matter is he did throw for 250 yards. I mean, yet again, it's his best game. It's his best worst game. Best in yardage, worst in turnovers, and no touchdowns. That was today's game. So, at 6-5, we're still pretty much in the driver's seat. It's pretty much a foot race between us, the Titans, and the Colts. I pretty much explained to AFC South video makers that no one's running away with this division. It's going to come down to the very end, the very last week of the season, and whoever wins this division, the other 2 aren't going to make the playoffs, because that's how, you know, competitive, but that's how weak our division is compared to other divisions in the league. I strongly think that Miami, Kansas City, and Denver are going to be fighting for the final 3 spots between those 3 teams. And that's all I pretty much have to say about that. I'll make my hate week video later on against the Packers. We had a really good game against Green Bay, a team that's already lost 4 in a row, possibly could lose 5 in a row to the Eagles. I mean, in a way, I kind of want them to beat Philly, but then in a way, if Philly wins, it kind of helps them with their momentum of losing, and it kind of helps the Texans going into that week in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, in an environment we've already won. And we're just going to have to get back to the drawing board. So hopefully, you know, we can rebound and, you know, beat the Green Bay Packers next week, which I think we have a really good chance of doing. And that's pretty much it. 6-5 for the year. And, you know, like I said, there's still plenty of games to go. We still got 5 more games to go. So until then, Stephen Rose, and I'm signing out. Like I said, I gave a shout out to San Diego video makers already. Gave a shout out to the Typer Trolls. Give a shout out to your fans in general. And I'm officially signing out.